Finding your purpose. What do you think you should be doing with your life? We've talked about your dreams, your passions, and your talents. Let's go above these, and look at your life from a larger, grander scale. What do you think you should be doing with your life? Each of us is on this earth for a reason. We all have a purpose. You didn't become a lawyer by accident. Even if ultimately you change careers, you didn't become a lawyer by accident. I don't care what your religious or spiritual background is, what your beliefs are, or how random you think the world is. I'm telling you, I have a purpose, we all have a purpose, and most importantly to you, you have a purpose. This isn't a motivational speech. This is the truth. Look around. Don't take my word for it. Look at family and friends. Look at colleagues. Look at the news and biographies. Aren't you struck by what some of them are doing, by what they are accomplishing, by how they're changing lives? You know that they're fulfilling their purpose, and you're asking yourself, what's my purpose? When I ask you about your purpose, the question resonates because you've asked yourself that before. We've all asked ourselves this question. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do with my life? What can I change? What will I be remembered for? How will my obituary read? You know you have a purpose because during your life, at least once, but probably multiple times, you've asked yourself, what am I doing here, on this planet, with the time I have, to do something meaningful? You have admitted by now that you have dreams, passions, and talents. The natural next step is to ask, what's my purpose? Let's explore that. What do those who know you think you should be doing? I would never suggest adopting someone's purpose as your own and deferring to them about what you should be doing with your life. What I'm recommending is asking yourself what others have told you about what you should be doing, what others think your purpose is. I'm talking about your close friends and family, those who know you, who have grown up with you, who have seen you at your best and worst, and sometimes know you better than you know you. First, did they see you as an attorney? If so, practicing what? Where? Doing what? Using your skills to do what? Saving the world? Saving it how? Have any of them said to you, hey, by the way, I totally see you doing X. Why aren't you doing X? Hey so-and-so, come over here, don't you see this person doing X? And they're like, absolutely, you're perfect for X. Think about the times others have seen your future when it remains blurry to you. Again, I'm not asking you to think about those times your mom insisted on you becoming a doctor or a lawyer because she wanted to brag about you, really, brag about her, and what a great job she did raising you. I'm asking about those moments when you did or said something that may have even surprised you when you said or did it, and others said, you know, you were born to be X. Not to do X. But be X. I'm not talking about a job. I'm not talking even about a career. I'm talking about your destiny. Where who you are and what you do and what you say are all continuous and you can't tell where something ends and another begins. So, getting back to the question, what do those who know you think you should be doing? What big things do you want to do? What's on your wish list of things to do that you haven't done yet? I'm not asking about a trip you want to take or a vacation you want to go on. I'm talking about a big accomplishment you have in mind. As a lawyer, do you want to try a case? Try more cases? Try certain types of cases? Win more cases at trial? Argue before an appellate court? Argue before the Supreme Court? Become managing partner? Head a practice group? Start your own firm? Lead a voluntary bar association? Write a book for lawyers? Write several? Become a national, go-to speaker? Go beyond your legal career. What else do you want to accomplish? Do you want to become a leader for a charity? Start your own charity? Lead an organization? Start your own? Start a separate business? A restaurant? A legal support company? Turn a hobby into a business, amateur photographer into a professional one? Turn a passion into a reality, becoming a high school coach, college referee, or start a sports league for lawyers. Both in your profession and beyond it, what are the bigger-than-life things you want to do? Start your own magazine? Brew your own beer? Do a documentary with your family? You've thought about this. Don't tell me you haven't. What are these things you've been thinking about? What one dream do you want to chase? Let's go beyond the big things you want to do. Let's look bigger. Let's put all our cards on the table. What one big dream do you have? How do you want to change the world? I ask that intentionally. Usually our big dreams aren't selfish. Yes, some of us have a dream of striking it rich. But for many of us, our big dream goes beyond amassing a lot of material goods. It's more than the big house or fancy car. I'm talking about chasing a game changer. What would be called in business as an industry disruptor. Maybe it's a product, or process, or an idea that is related to the legal field that will change how we provide legal services, or train associates, or offer CLE or handle disputes between parties. Maybe it's more altruistic and it changes how we view, assist and empower the forgotten members of our community, the homeless, the elderly and the poor. This one big thing that will require all your imagination, heart and effort to make a reality, this potential game changer that no one has thought of or has thought of but failed to conquer it, this one big thing you want to embrace, pursue, wrestle with and subdue, that's your purpose. Affecting change for the benefit of many, that's a life filled and driven by purpose. I know I've asked you repeatedly to write whatever comes to mind down in your journal. But this takes time. This takes reflection and meditation. This one big idea has the potential to change the lives of so many. Something like this takes time to germinate in your mind and heart. Take that time. This one thing, if you make it a reality, may live on and be remembered for centuries. Where your dreams, passions, and talents intersect. This book can be reduced to the bold title above. If you are searching for your purpose, you will find it where your dreams, passions, and talents intersect. I cannot say this enough, so I will repeat it because it bears repeating. You will find your purpose in life where your dreams, passions, and talents intersect. Each of us is imbued with talents, dreams, and passions. It is not a coincidence that your talents, dreams, and passions overlap. It is not simply by chance that your passions need your talents or that your talents instruct your dreams. If we drew a Venn diagram here, and you drew 3 circles, that common area where your talents, passions, and dreams overlap, that's where your focus should be, that's where you expend your energies, that's where you will find joy, and meaning and fulfillment. Go back through your journal and study the overlaps where you wrote about your dreams, talents, and passions. See what talents feed which passions. See what passions direct which dreams. You cannot take too much time to do this exercise. If you've been honest with yourself, if you've reflected and jotted down what's in your mind and heart, you will see the 3 pieces of the puzzle: dreams, passions, and talents interlock, and everything will become clear to you, perhaps little by little, perhaps all at once, an epiphany of sorts, and you will see your purpose. This exercise is likely to create this aha moment: eureka. This is the career I should be pursuing, this is the legal field I should be tackling, this is how I should be raising my family, this is how I should be affecting change in my firm, my community, my voluntary bar association, my charity. Defining who you are and what you should be doing with your life, that's the precursor to changing you and everything around you for the better. Stay on this page. Reread it again and again. Read through your journal again and again. Where everything intersects, that's where you need to be. We all have a purpose. To find our purpose, we must start with the premise that we all have one. We all have a purpose on this earth. At any given moment, on any given day, we are where we are to impact someone else's life for the better. That's a big statement, and some of you will disregard it, but whether you believe it or not, whether you think our life is simply random, loaded with coincidences, I am here to tell you that you are here just as I am here to do more than make a living. We are meant to do more than get up in the morning, shower and brush our teeth and go to work, spend the day at work, come home, watch television and eat dinner, go to sleep and do the exact same thing the next day, the next week, the next decade. We were meant for more than going through the motions. More than simply earning a paycheck. More than following the best new television series. More than comparing notes about the vacation we just came back from or the next one we're planning. I don't care what you do, what you earn, what you have, what you're worth, what your parents did, or whether they were even around, where you grew up, or what schools you attended, or what you believe is holding you back from making big things happen in big ways. You have a purpose, and only you can determine what that purpose is, and only you can plan to make that purpose a reality, and only you can do the hard work to achieve that purpose. If you don't believe you have a purpose and I can't convince you otherwise, then you may as well put this book down. It's not for you. But if you want to give me and yourself the benefit of the doubt, keep reading. Because you were meant to do great things. Don't lose sight of that. Believe it, because it's true. We all have a big, impactful purpose. Let's graduate from the truth that we all have a purpose to the truth that we all have a big, impactful purpose. Yes, not only do you have purpose, which is your life's mission to fulfill, but that purpose is no small, inconsequential one. We weren't meant to do little things, to live lives, as Thoreau says, of quiet desperation. Think about your biggest ideas, your impossible goals, and your greatest desires. Assume you have no limitations, none, as it applies to time, resources, and energy. You can do anything. Pursue anything. Make anything happen. What do? Become a premier trial lawyer? Become the go-to lawyer in a practice field? Become general counsel of a Fortune 100 company? Create a process, product, or company that becomes a market disruptor and changes how we provide and pay for legal services? Creating your pro bono clinic? Creating programs that cater to those who most need legal services but are least able to pay for it? Maybe your big idea goes beyond the law. Maybe you have an idea for a new startup, new product, novel, non-fiction book, or something else entirely. Let your imagination wander, your dreams soar, and give this some thought and write down what comes to mind. You were meant to do something bigger than yourself. Our purpose will change others. Our purpose is inherently unselfish. Our purpose isn't directed towards self-aggrandizement. Our purpose isn't to finish the race with the most toys. If you're struggling with defining your purpose, appreciate that it involves raising others up, encouraging and empowering them, and improving their lives. You're serving your clients, your colleagues, your friends and family, and your community. We are all social creatures. We don't live on our own personal islands. We weren't meant to only advance our own self-interests. Musicians don't create music to simply listen to it themselves. They don't compose and perform simply for the money. They believe their music will improve others' lives, will connect with others and affect them for the better. Those who just do it for the money, you can hear it in the music. There's nothing there to learn or experience or delve into. Whatever big thing you want to create, build, develop, lead, or grow, you will see that others, and their needs, will be the starting and ending point of the discussion. Amassing toys is for small people with small minds. Think bigger. Plotting your purpose. We will discuss later how to plan to achieve your purpose, but for now let me make the point that without a plan you will never achieve your life's purpose. You may discover what it is, you may have the talent and passion to pursue it, but without sitting down and developing a plan to achieve it, you never will. It would be akin to starting a business without a business plan or writing a book without an outline. Knowing what you want to accomplish, reducing your purpose and dreams to goals is necessary. You can't win if you haven't first defined what a win looks like. You can't achieve your dreams if you can't reduce those dreams to actual goals. For example, you want to become a fiction writer. What does that look like for you? Writing one novel? Several? Self-publishing? Securing an agent? Securing a multi-book contract with a publisher? What's your goal? So, as you keep reading, I will be discussing writing out your goals and developing a plan to achieve them. Where many lose focus or interest is in the planning phase. Developing a plan takes time, patience, imagination, hard work, and some external guidance. But you'll get there. More on that later.